Who is the one and only, the Louisiana original homie, Team Money the Dalphia here with another one of those put it out there videos here into response of a young lady right now who's trying to represent the Creole culture in a good way, but I think the sister has a lot of the history mixed up and messed up. My thing with the young sister is, I'm proud of what she's doing, but she give me agent vibes. She give me agent vibes. Like, she's here to push an agenda of the mixed race of Louisiana as being Creole. And Creole is not a race, it's a culture. Because I want to say this to you, sister. The name of the sister's Creole Lady, Madam, whatever. I don't know if you're from New Orleans or wherever you're from, because you can't be from Southwest Louisiana, Creole City, USA, because you would understand that when you say Creole people, in Louisiana, we identify the people starting from us, the Aboriginal Attakapaw people. Yeah, the Attakapaw people, Ishak tribe, dark people from the different sections, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, all the way to section 34. If you do your history, natural native Indian land that we still own today and live on, See, I was raised still on that village. My people still live there. We still there. So it's kind of, we don't get offended. We just feel that a lot of y'all make an ass out of yourself when y'all speak. Because we know y'all our children. You dig? When the Europeans first came to Louisiana, we was here. It took us, Europeans, to mix with darkies to make y'all. So you ever had a child that was out of line? You know what I'm saying? That just spoke when they're not supposed to? That's just the problem. Y'all speak when y'all not supposed to. Go do y'all history. So I want to play something the lady said, and this is what got to me. It's not making me mad. It's funny because I understand she don't understand history.
It's the mixed race individual. Our mixed phenotype tells the story. It happens quite often. And
y'all check this out.
I think
for all my Louisiana Creoles out here in Southwest Louisiana, check this out.
The lesser of two evils when compared to English. But all in all, I think Creole should learn Kudibini or French. For me, one or the other. It would solidify and distinguish us as our own ethnic group with not only our own origins and history.
Now, this was done 11 days ago. Y'all know we've been advocating for this for over 10 years, and we got a lot of numbers on social media right now on Facebook. We are high advocates for this. Shout out to Creole Inc. and everybody else.
With our own current culture and language. And you got to think about it. The biggest difference between a Louisiana Creole and just a regular American is that Americans have Anglo-Saxon roots. They're Anglo-Saxon. Creoles are Latin. So without speaking our Latin language, i.e. French or its derivative, Kudibini, we are so much less distinct from monolingual English-speaking Americans. And another thing, I know a lot of Black Creoles get upset when people don't receive them or criticize them when they say they're Creole, and they'll say, well, you look and sound like any other African American. And I mean, I know that sucks, but that happens quite often. And
again, I don't know what part of Louisiana this sister's from, because anybody outside of Louisiana love the accent of the dark Louisiana people. The first thing they ask us is, what island y'all from? Y'all sound like y'all from the Caribbean. And my thing is, if she from New Orleans, somebody need to stop her. Y'all need to tell that girl stop. Because New Orleans has one of the most distinctive urban Caribbean sounds in the United States. And that's who, so how could you say we sound like every other African American, my love? Whenever all the other African Americans say we sound like the islands. They don't even think we from America. Tu connais ça, maudit? Et vous, tu parles créole? Tu parles français ou de créole? Qui tu parles? Laisse-moi quoi? Tu peux pas parler arien. Tu viens dans l'accord pour apprendre ça. Esther, mais tu peux pas parler ça. Fini.
And for me, I think that's probably one of the reasons why mixed Creoles kind of became the face of being Creole. And that's because Creoles
well, they call y'all Cajuns. The mixed face, y'all more Cajun. When you say Creole, these days they think of us Shout out to my Haitian, man. You know what I'm saying? Ça got fait pour tout na Haitian là-bas. You know what I mean? You got to understand, Haiti is the Creole capital right now of the Western Hemisphere. So whenever you say, hey, Creole, you think automatically a Zopan. Most people don't understand there's multiple Creoles, not just Haiti. But Haiti is the face of Creole. So even when you say you're Louisiana Creole and you look a little light, they're going to look at you crazy. They're going to think Cajun because that's what they know. But if a person like me identify and say I'm Creole, they know because I already sound like I'm from the island. I already look like, and you understand? So that's the difference. And another thing, I never heard you speak Creole on here. I never heard you speak the language.
Creoles as a whole lack in adequately culturally distinguishing ourselves. So the only remnants of a multicultural heritage that is left, that's like outwardly on display to easily be identified, is the mixed race individual. Our mixed phenotype
Not
tells the
really.
story of our multicultural heritage.
Not really. You know what I'm saying? Because I could show you pictures of my auntie, them. You know what I'm saying? We native. We the so-called Indians. And when you see our phenotype, you'll be aroused to see dark-skinned people with shiny skin and hair like you love and eyes like yours with shiny dark skin. My sister looked like Naomi Campbell. Tall, dark, beautiful, shiny, long hair, pretty shiny skin. You know, I have a son that's red with brown eyes. I have a dark son with hair like you. You know, so you got to understand when you see our phenotype, it tells the story of the ancient. Y'all tell the story of slavery. See, that's the story of slavery because when you think of slavery, you think about the house nigga and the field nigga. And we knew that the slave master was sleeping with the darkest to make a light skin to rule us. So watch how you speak when you speak about La Louisianos. That's why we don't say Creole as our race. We call ourselves the Louisianos. Creole is our culture. Like a Haitian is from Haiti, he Haitian. A Jamaican is from Jamaica. A Puerto Rican is from Puerto Rico. A Filipino is from the Philippines. A Hawaiian is from Hawaii. You know what I'm saying? A Cuban is a Cuban Cubano from Cuba. A Louisianan is from Louisiana. Their culture is Creole and some Spanish. Yeah, so, you know, I've been seeing you, sister, but I have to tell you, you know, I got a big microphone out here, especially with this Creole stuff. I'm Chief Newt, King of the Altaca, King Creole of the Louisiana. Go ahead. I'm going to let you finish, sis.
Far more outwardly and loudly than any of our cultural involvement would ever suggest. People aren't hearing us out and about at Walmart, at the gas station, speaking French or Goody Vinny to one another, regardless of race. They're not turning on their radios and hearing French on the main radio stations or seeing French news pop up on the TV. They're not seeing us act.
Shout out to KVRS. I mean, we got the #1 French station in America. And Lafayette. So like I said, with all due respect to New Orleans, she must be in New Orleans. I gotta catch her. You know, some people make a fool out themselves. They don't know what they're talking about. They just jump out. So you gotta watch it. And I know it's excited. Listen. Oh, my Ben. Say, check this out. I know when a person obtain information for the first time, it could be appealing and it could be nerve-wracking and is excited and you wanna go tell it on the mountain. You know, but sometimes you have to watch what you do. You have to break down your information, see who your information coming from, see who that person is, see what they stand for. Because everybody's story is really a one-sided story. Now, you made a reference about the Africans, about the dark Creoles and the African heritage. I need to let you know something, sis. The Africans was already speaking French when they came to Louisiana, if you do your history, because the French already had colonized West Africa when Spain had colonized Louisiana and the Caribbeans. Spain was here already. Africa, that's called an old world to them, remember? We the new world. So they was already speaking French, my love. Coudivini, whatever, Sierra Leone. You got to go do your history. Do you know in 1775, there was another expulsion or another free treaty where they let millions of Native Americans leave from this land and go to West Africa and create what we know now as the Guinea Coast of Sierra Leone, Ghana, Uganda, Nigeria, etc. That's why when you do Ancestry.com, a lot of us have that in our DNA. It's not that we come from Africa. A lot of us went to Africa, and then by the late 1800s, again, we came back. You got to do your history, though. So they was already speaking French. You know what I'm saying? They was already speaking French. The Africans they was already speaking French. This is why they came to Louisiana. Same thing as the Haitians. After the Haitian Revolution, when they left Haiti, they came to Louisiana and South Florida because they was already speaking French. It was a French colony. They was already, it's like coming back home. I'm not going to leave French and go to Japan, or they didn't get beat to speak French. They was already speaking French. You know what I'm saying? The beating came in when the Anglo-Saxons came in, sis, around the time when I was young, when my mom them was young, and my grandmother and my great-grandmother them. That's why when I went to school, sis, guess what? I was almost 8 years old. I couldn't speak English. I had to learn how to do that on TV. That was about 30 years ago, sis. That wasn't long ago like y'all think it is. That wasn't 300 years ago. That was yesterday. I remember that, sis. By the way, if you screams out of koala, you'll see on the cover how it still look. We still the northern part of the Caribbean and Southwest Louisiana. We never got Americanized, So we take Creole very serious because we are the original Louisianos. Creole is just a culture we inherited, but we are Louisiana and we still live the original culture from the 1700s. We still speak the same language and we still pushing it. We have over 60-something schools emerging right now. So yeah. And it's all done by the dark-skinned ones. We on the front line. So don't separate the culture like that. If we have to really do a DNA or do a culture breakdown, we all understand Louisiana was mostly native and the natives was dark-skinned, especially in South Louisiana. So yeah, the mixing of slavery caused a lot of mulattoes. So y'all can't be the face because y'all came after us. By the time that started happening, we was already Creole. When the Spanish came, they started making us Creole. They just didn't document the colonization. That was done already. I have great aunts that spoke old Spanish. See? So, you never know. And I've seen a lot of people let you get away with that. I can't do that, sis. I love you. I'ma love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Longtemps passé mon love toi. But get toi. No tal lengar, man. No tal style. No tal perp. No tal language. Tu connais? No to pays, no to même. Tu connais? No to même. Yeah. Parce que si tu pas connais ça, tu pas connais rien. Tu comprends ça, maudit? Si tu pas connais toi-même, tu pas connais rien. Tu pas connais ton style, tu pas connais rien. Tu pas connais to la famille. Le style to la famille, tu comprends rien or pas rien. So the next time tu fais un petit vidéo là, parle créole pour nous autres. Pour vous autres. Tu connais? Parle créole pour nous autres, parle créole pour vous autres, parle créole. Comment tu dis ça? Laisse nous autres goûter ça. Laisse nous autres goûter ça. Goûte ça bon. C'est bien. I'm the original Team Money La Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? It's not a checkmate, sis. I have to clear that up because you be going too far. Peace.
Creole City, Beaubray, Saint Martin Parish, La Louisiana, King Creole, get mom, King of the three.